players in this league, so you've got to have a guy who can shut people down. That's what Sefolosha does. He's savvy, he's long-armed, he's quick laterally, and he knows how to defend.
Yeah, one thing that Thabo always had is that defensive calling card, guys, that great defensive presence. It isn't easy finding guys out on the perimeter who play like him, and this team is lucky to have him, getting his hands in passing lanes, deflecting passes, always around the ball, lockdown defense, invaluable player. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
16 seconds on the shot. 16.
Here's Westbrook, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got the first points up on the board for Oklahoma City.
Tyson Chandler, first-time All-Star last season, his 12th season in the league. This is a guy that came right out of high school. It was a long time coming for him, but certainly that All-Star berth well-deserved.
And the basket good.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
And here's Westbrook. About a minute played so far here in the first. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And for Tyson Chandler, it's been a long road over the last few seasons. Steve, he's playing undoubtedly the best basketball of his career.
Yeah, key contributor on Team USA, an NBA champion with the Mavericks in 2011, and now an NBA All-Star. It's the defense, it's the understanding of his teammates and the game plan. Just a very, very smart player and a hard worker as well.
And Thabo Sefolosha, guys, you know he's from Switzerland. Last season enjoyed the best shooting of his career. He set career best in field goal percentage and three-point percentage, 48% and 43% respectively.
And Clark, you mentioned Sefolosha, known as a wing defender, but it's encouraging, Steve, to see him shooting so well.
Yeah, and he's become more aggressive offensively, too. He really is a three-point shooter, kind of a spot-up guy. But, you know, at times last year, we'd see him go down on the block and post up smaller guards.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. Back to Westbrook, clock at 6. Fades back. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Shumpert passes to Chandler. Felton with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And Shumpert kicks to Anthony. The shot is off. Great D that time from Perkins. It's Durant on the wing. To the paint. Sefolosha's shot is good. Sefolosha's got 5 points so far.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Now, here's Felton. Now, Chandler inside and stolen by Perkins. Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside, Felton. Pass to Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Shumpert with the steal. Chandler with the screen on Durant. Felton attacking. Fires from deep. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Now, here's Felton. Passes it to Carmelo. Anthony off a pick from Chandler. Anthony with it, guarded now by Durant. Felton goes in. Good. Felton's got 5 now.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Baca against Anthony. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. Shot's good by Ibaka.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Felton. 5 points in the game. Bargnani up top. Shot, high post, and he drops that one in. Bargnani's got his second basket of the game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You look back to that 2008 draft. The then Sonics, now Thunder, took Westbrook at the 4 spot, and a lot of people thought that was a reach. But tell you what, you redo the draft right now, and he has a legitimate case of being the #1 pick.
And he makes the first. Well, Clark, back to that 2008 draft, Westbrook had played kind of a combo guard at UCLA, and there were some questions, I think, among a lot of scouts and personnel guys' minds about his ability to become a full-time point guard.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I think you always have to look at players, not just for what they might become, but what are they when they get to you. And Russell was a guy who was athletic, aggressive, hungry to get better. And when you've got those attributes in his athleticism, you're going to be a difference maker in the league, and he's proven that to be the case.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Cephalosha with the steal. He kicks it to Westbrook. The pass to Perkins. Back to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the lead just throws on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Felton, following the score by Serge Ibaka. The dish to Shumpert. Felton attacking, and here's Bargnani outside. Kept alive by New York. Shumpert against Durant. Goes up again, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You know, I think Carmelo is one of the great scorers in the NBA, but his three-point shooting has really been inconsistent over the course of his career. That's where he could make the most improvement. Shoots a low percentage out there, and I think settles too often for that three-point shot. He's so strong, I'd like to see him put the ball on the floor and get to the hole more often.
First one falls for him. And Steve, to go back to Anthony and his shooting stroke, he shot more threes last season than ever before. Clark over 6 a game.
And so maybe as he emphasizes that part of his game a little more, he can get his percentage back up to the 40s like in 2011. If that happens, there's no question that makes him even more deadly as a scorer.
Good point. And Anthony drops them both.
What's interesting for me to watch with Mike Woodson as head coach in New York is the exciting floor spacing offense they started playing last season. In Atlanta, he'd been known for a grinded out isolation play style, but has actually tweaked his approach a little bit, and that's been impressive.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 7. And back to Mike Woodson, not a flashier, high-maintenance type of personality. He keeps it on the level, and I think, Steve, the players appreciate that.
Players definitely like that. He's very quiet on the sidelines, but not afraid to get in your face when necessary. And I think that's a really good temperament for a coach to have. In general, I think he's a guy who is very well respected around the league, and he did an excellent job with New York a season ago.
Here's Felton following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Outside Collison. Pass to Durant. 5 to shoot, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Woodson. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hashim Thabit, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Thabo Sefolosha. The Thunder leading by 9. Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Thabit. Reverses. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, in terms of interior defenders, I mean, he's right there with the best of them. His block totals are amazing.
Yeah, he can just swallow up some shots, and you better get it around him because you're not going to get it over him. You either go through him or around him, not over top of him.
That one is off. And the Thunder making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
You know, for a long time, the Knicks were viewed as a young team on the rise, but when they added Rasheed Wallace last year, the average age went to 32, which was the oldest team in the league last season. And you saw it in their play. They were a group of veterans out there.
And Udrih gets it to go.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Jackson with it. Six to shoot. The feed to Durant. It's hauled in by Felton. And for the Knicks, the veteran leadership helped them at times as they had to go through some very tough stretches, Steve, due to injury.
Yeah, they did go through some stretches, but they really did well to secure the division title and get that high seed going into the playoffs. They had a pretty decent run, all in all, but this is a team that has higher aspirations than just getting to the conference semis.
Now Durant, after Meta World Peace's three-pointer that didn't go. They get it again. Collison, blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here is Smith. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And that one's good.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Jackson, that's good.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Now here's Felton. He has 5. For 3, Smith. That's good. That's Udrih with the assist that time. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Udrih. Jackson kicks to Lamb. There's the triple. Good.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Stoudemire outside, right wing. Felton attacking. Here's Smith. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
1:49 left here in the first quarter. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Here's Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. Kicks it to Thabit. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Durant. Pulls up on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
In his return to New York, I tell you, Raymond Felton looked to have his best season yet as a pro. He came in and made plays and filled the void left at the point guard spot for the Knicks.
Jackson kicks to Thabit. Here's Durant. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
World Peace with it, guarded now by Durant. Woodrick, the pass to Smith. Sinks that one from the post. Smith's got 7 points in the game. And for Felton, I guess, just something in the water in New York. Stevie, he's played his best basketball in the big city.
Yeah, he had a good run there several years back before he was traded to Denver as part of that Carmelo Anthony trade. And now that he's back in New York, Felton once again having a terrific impact on that team.
Here's Jackson. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And that one's good. Durant.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Outside, Felton. Smith dishes to World Peace. Smith outside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
First one falls for him. And the Thunder making a switch here. Both free throws good from Smith. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Bargnani is the 4 with Chandler the 5. J.R. Smith and Mello filling out the perimeter. And it's Udrich in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now Anthony, after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Sefolosha. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Thunder on D. Smith outside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, the Thunder are often seen as getting into one another during games in what looks like heated arguments. But that is the culture they want, as every player can hold each other accountable. Coach Scott Brooks describes it saying, "I'm with them every day." Did they have some competitive moments? Absolutely. But that's how we work here. We challenge each other. It gets chippy. You can't argue with the results, even if it looks like they are always at each other's throats, guys.
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles, Doris. Thanks. And the Knicks making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. And Anthony gets it to go.
Now, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Hey, we all know how hard it was for the Thunder going into last season to trade away their six-man star, James Harden, but it was something that had to be done. They really missed his playmaking ability, though, and I think they missed him in the locker room, too.
Now Anthony, after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. And for the Thunder, a financial decision to trade away Harden. They've already tied up Steve Money in big contracts to Durant and to Westbrook, Ibaka, and Perkins.
And Kevin, I think a lot of people question why they didn't keep Harden and maybe move Ibaka or Perkins. I think Perkins would have been maybe the best option, but he's really looked at as their best post defender and a guy who brings leadership and toughness. So it was a very difficult decision, but there's no doubt this team missed James Harden.
Here's Lamb after the made shot from Shumpert. And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with Harden out of OKC, you knew that Russell Westbrook would have a lot of burden on his shoulders to be a playmaker, and he responded. I think he was very active last year in terms of distributing the ball.
And for Westbrook playing alongside Durant, some have said he needs to be more of a passer, less of a scorer. Clark at that point guard position.
I think that's some of the most misguided criticism that anybody could levy at him. He is a scorer. He is an aggressive, attacking guard. I just think he has to play to his strengths, and that's where he is, and that's who he is, and I think he's fantastic. I don't think there's anybody that's more dangerous in the backcourt than Russell Westbrook.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 13 points and a block. He's just been everywhere.
Well, he's got his hand in everything going on out there, Clark.
Shots good from Bargnani.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Here's Lamb. The Thunder with another miss.
They haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Udrich. He's covered by Westbrook. And Udrich kicks to Chandler. Dishes it to Shumpert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Knicks lead by 1.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Now here's Lamb. Westbrook passes to Lamb. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
On the wing, Shumpert. Now Chandler inside, and he gets it to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Westbrook dishes to Lamb. The putback, and Ibaka slams it in.
A top-notch offensive rebounder. Clark, it seems like he's always around the ball.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. One of those guys you've got to find when the shot goes up. Get your body on him or he'll embarrass you.
Here's Udrich. He's covered by Westbrook. Bargnani inside the three-point line. Had the space there, but it's offline. Oklahoma City trailer. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Now Westbrook. He's got 13. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked. But they recover it. Shot clock at 5. And the basket good. 6 points for Lamb.
Boy, they've been leaning on that outside shot a little too much here in the second.
Yeah, shooting a lot of long jumpers here, Clark, and I don't like their offensive pace right now.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. And there's Bargnani on the assist by Anthony. Bargnani's got the game tied up here for New York. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Fabit's checked in. Westbrook with it. Now Chandler defending. Westbrook drives in to the middle. Fabit. Chandler with the block. Shumpert against Westbrook. Shumpert passes to Chandler. And Shumpert kicks to Chandler. He takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching them go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Now here is Cephalosha. He has 5. Poked away. Here's Lamb. It's rebounded by New York. Bargnani's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Felton kicks to Anthony. Chandler with a screen for Anthony. Felton with a screen on Ibaka. Here's Anthony. And again, it's New York.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here is Cephalosha. Ibaka down low, defended by Bargnani. Now here's Lamb. Defense right on him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Serge Ibaka, born and raised in the Republic of Congo. We've had African-born players in the league for decades, but it seems that as the league has reached out to develop talent there, the numbers are increasing from that part of the world.
No good on that one. And going back to Ibaka and growing talent coming from the continent of Africa. Steve, 1 billion people there.
Soccer is still the biggest sport there, but steadily the NBA has made inroads, providing courts and equipment and coaching around the continent. So you would expect more and more players to come to the league from Africa.
Deng and Mute and Hashim Thabit. We've got some notable players in the league from there.
Guys, it was no secret that last season the Knicks were really a perimeter-oriented team. They had some solid inside players, but basically those inside guys were there to set screens and defend and rebound. It was up to Melo and the other perimeter guys to carry the offense.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. It's their lack of points in transition that has him mainly concerned. They need to be pushing it, he said, creating more opportunities for easy points in the fast break. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. Anthony's shot is off. Well, Clark, back to what you said last year about the Knicks. Last in points in the paint, only about a third of their points inside. Very little around the basket, Steve. It became an issue at times.
Well, it was an interesting group, Kevin. So many shooters. Carmelo really represented their only low post threat. Even Tyson Chandler, his baskets were mostly offensive putbacks. So it was almost small ball all season long, but it was very interesting to watch.
The beat. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Knicks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Felton dishes to Anthony. Here's Shumpert. And it comes off the front of the rim.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
So they take the lead. And that's 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Stoudemire left side. Just his first attempt. And it's good. And the Knicks lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 15. Outside, Felton. Into Stoudemire. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
They got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already.
At a world peace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And I love the penetration because we're seeing a team that's attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse. And you're going to see some easy points as a result.
Here's the beat. Rebound by Meta World Peace. Jackson against Felton. He feeds it to Stoudemire. Into Smith. And he jams it with authority.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw down.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And here's Westbrook. Looking to end the run. Hit on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Nick Collison. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Felton kicks to world peace. Stolen by Jackson. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Now here's Stoudemire. 5 points in the game. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Stoudemire's got 7 now in this quarter. Thunder trailing by 4. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 15. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 17 now.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Stoudemire, right side. Makes it off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Westbrook against Smith. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Nick Collison.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Felton kicks to Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
J.R. Smith, last season's 6th man of the year, averaging 18 points per game off the bench for the Knicks. What a fantastic season.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He misses the free throw. And for J.R. Smith, the New Jersey native, right at home, Clark playing for the Knicks.
And you knew he had the talent to be special. He just had to put it all together and had a big season. The first player since '90 to come off the bench and score 30 or more in 3 straight games, Kevin. He's simply a bucket maker.
He hits the second from the line.
Some really terrific numbers for Smith. He has 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. Outside Westbrook, and it's blocked by World Peace. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. 14 points for Smith.
Kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Perkins is checked in for Hashim Thabit. Thunder trailing by 5. Westbrook gets a screen from Collison. Westbrook against Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's 8 points for Collison.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
The Knicks leading by 3. Outside Felton. Smith outside for 3. No what? And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Perkins, the pass to Jackson. Shot is off. Excellent defense there from Smith. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The offensive rebound. No good from Perkins.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Felton dishes to Anthony. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
12 seconds left here in the second. Jackson drives in. Pass to Collison. It's taken away by Smith. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And that does it for the first half of play. Knicks out front. They're up by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that
Now, presented by Sprint. And it's a good one. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to New York City, the bright beacon of the Statue of Liberty, lighting up the harbor. What a game we're seeing from Smith.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
So for Oklahoma City right now, backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. And it's Perkins in at the center position. The first free throw is good.
Usually the logic is that if you want to win the West, you need to get a lot of wins against the East to pad your record, guys. But The Thunders did dominate the East last season, but not as much as the other teams, and they still won the West.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, getting back to the Thunder, as you said, Clark, they took the East to task once again. They were 21-9 against the conference. But, Steve, that was just tied for the third best in the West.
You know, I think a big part of that is that after they made it to the finals for the first time, they played with a target on their back. And I thought every team in the league knew they had to bring their A game to try to kind of make a statement against the Thunder.
Thunder trailing by 6. Ibaka with a screen on Felton. Open shot, Ibaka. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 9 points for Serge Ibaka.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Felton against Westbrook. Felton goes in. Out to Shumpert. Fires from deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, Russell Westbrook is one of the most fiery competitors in the NBA. Teammate Kendrick Perkins said he's night and day how he is off the court. He gets in his zone, and he just feels like he's the best player on the court. Westbrook said, I don't mind playing angry. I play angry a lot. Guys, with his size and athleticism, that's a scary thought.
Infectious enthusiasm, Doris. You see it every time he steps on the floor. It's stolen by Anthony. And Shumpert kicks to Felton. Passes it to Bargnani. Here's Chandler, and he converts the layup. Chandler's got 6 points.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Now, here is Bargnani. 10 points for him. Chandler with a screen for Felton. Just 5 on the clock. And Chandler, here we go. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 8 points for him. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. And Bargnani sends it back. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
7 seconds. Shot clock. 7.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. That's good. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
Westbrook against Felton. Now, here is Bargnani. Tight defense on him. Chandler's shot, good.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you look at Andrea Bargnani, he's always been able to shoot 3-pointers. The biggest thing with him is developing his low post game, accepting contact and being physical, taking advantage of that size inside.
That's good from Westbrook. And for Bargnani, developing a back-to-the-basket scorer mentality, taken right from the Dirk Nowitzki playbook. Pretty important weapon.
Yeah, and Dirk has said it himself, Kevin. When you're just an outside shooter, teams can really take that away from you. Being able to maximize your size inside, that's the key for Bargnani's development and maturation as a player going forward.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
A lot of high hopes for the Knicks in last year's playoffs. They started off so hot, but then let the series against Boston drag on, and eventually went to 7 games, and they fell to the Pacers in the second round after that.
Now, here is Bargnani. Felton kicks to Shumpert. Clock at 6, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. And the Boston series did drag on them, you could tell. You wonder if they were a bit fatigued going into that Pacers series. Steve, Indiana just outplayed him, outworked him in every way in the second round.
Yeah, I think it was a factor, Kevin, and really the Knicks have only themselves to blame. They had Boston down 3-1 and a home game to close it out, but they couldn't get it done. And there's no doubt that affected them against Indiana in the next series.
So here's Westbrook, 23 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. For the lead, no luck. Great D that time from Bargnani. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Felton. The pass to Bargnani. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got 4 assists in the game. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Injuries are such a difficult part of this game.
And from a glance, you really can't tell just how bad it is, but he's going to come out, and we'll find out now how bad it is. He may be done for the game.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Stoudemire comes in for Bargnani. And it's Udrih in for Raymond Felton. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Udrih, covered by Lamb. And the shot is good. Udrih just got 5 now.
Didn't that one play out smoothly?
Thunder trailing by 5. Lamb with the ball. He has 6. Outside Durant. Ibaka with a screen on Stoudemire. Durant attacking.
You know, often when we think of freakish athleticism in the NBA, it's those with strength and explosiveness like LeBron or Dwight Howard. But Kevin Durant physically is unique in his own right. Sure, he's got a slight build, but his mobility for his height, unparalleled.
It's his first trip to the line.
Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Kevin Durant has been getting it done. He has 11 points and a steal. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Anthony. Durant hits them both.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
And Shumpert kicks to Udrih. Smith outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Thunder trailing by 3. Durant kicks to Ibaka. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 13 points for Serge Ibaka.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, and that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Udrih. 5 points in the game. And it's Smith missing. Now here is Cephalosha. He's guarded by Udrih. Cephalosha kicks to Lamb, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jackson's checked in. New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Woodrick, the pass to Smith. That is good. Smith's got 19 points.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Udrih. Now Jackson. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Udrih. Back to Smith. He kicks it to Stoudemire. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
And New York making a change here. World Peace is checked in. Thunder trailing by 3. And here's Jackson. The dish to Durant. 5 to shoot for the tie. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Durant. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. And it's time for an injury report. Now for an update on Bargnani from Doris Burke.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Knicks head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. An injury like this will keep him out the rest of the way tonight and for a while afterwards as well.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. And unfortunately, you can't afford to dwell on it. I mean, you got to come up with another plan and move forward.
And that's not easy to do, guys, because it's very emotional for everybody on the team to see him go down. But you're right, Clark. I mean, they've got to figure it out and move on.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Knicks trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Cephalosha. Outside Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Shumpert dishes to World Peace. New York moving the ball around. Smith missing again.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket. You know, last season, the Thunder marched their way to the top seed in the West and spent most of the season battling for that top spot with San Antonio, and it was the Thunder's play on the road that was the big difference between the two.
And Udrih kicks to Smith. 1:53 left to play in the third. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. You know, another note on the Thunder and the road dominance, you're always going to have to be fantastic on the road if you want to win in the West. And the Thunder, Steve, clearly the best in the West on the road.
Yeah, 26 wins for them, 2 more than the next few teams in the conference. And the only team that had more road wins than them on the year in the NBA was the Heat. So just a terrific season for the Thunder, both at home and on the road. Of course, kind of got derailed by the Westbrook injury in the playoffs.
Udrih for 3. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Jackson with it. Now Stoudemire to Thunder. Cephalosha passes to Jackson. Left side Jackson to the left side wing. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And now the Knicks on the break. Shumpert's running. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Udrih.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. That is good. 11 points for Lamb. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Udrih. He has 7. No problem knocking that one down. 24 points for J.R. Smith.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Outside Jackson. Collison with a screen on Smith. Right side Durant. Collison off target at the rim. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Three quarters of play in a close game here. In the middle, it's Anthony and Chandler. Felton is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now, here is Smith. Chandler's shot. Good.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Here's Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You know, since halftime, he's been hesitant with the ball in his hands. First half, he was flawless with his decision-making, but not so here in the second.
Knicks shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Here's Felton. Westbrook with the block. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Shumpert. Now here's Lamb. The feed to Ibaka. He dishes it to Perkins. It's rebounded by New York. Felton with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Felton goes in. Here's Smith, and the rejection by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Clock at 4. Oh, trying for it, but he gets it back. Smith for 3. Smith missing again.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
And he makes the first. And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But, Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
There were only 3 teams in the East that had a positive record against the Western Conference, and the Knicks were one of them. When you have talent like this team does, it doesn't really matter where your opponent is from because you're going to be able to compete.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And he makes the first. Well, Clark, as you mentioned, the Knicks against the West, when you had the offensive capabilities from deep that they did, you know, Steve, you're never really out of the game.
Yeah,
you should know.
Well, they could just shoot their way back into games very easily, and it's what they did a lot of times against some of those teams in the West. But yeah, you have to play well against the West if you want to win your division, and the Knicks were able to do that last year.
Smith hits them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Westbrook, and he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half.
He is one of the top athletes, not only in the game, Kevin, but in the world. And Westbrook can just elevate and do so many things once he's up in the air.
Yeah, and he knows super aggressive attacking the basket, really puts pressure on the defense, and he does it with speed and raw physicality. He'll guard the biggest players in the league and not blink an eye and make you look bad if you don't get there soon enough. Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. He's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
Now, here is Smith. Back to Chandler. Excellent D there from Perkins.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Lamb dishes to Perkins. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Here's Westbrook. Left side, Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Here's Perkins, and he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Felton against Westbrook. Here's Smith. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Got a piece of it. Durant, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. New York with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Lamb passes to Ibaka. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Upside, Felton. Back to Smith, trying to get back on track. Offensive rebound. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Carmelo Anthony.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now, here is Smith. Now, Chandler inside and stolen by Perkins. Lamb with the ball. He's against Smith. Releases. Lamb, good. Lamb's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Won't happen right away, but Jeremy Lamb has all the tools, I think, to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. Young players oftentimes take a couple of years to figure it out defensively, but he's got everything he needs to be elite at that end.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kev. Mike Woodson had some words for his team over that last break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Now, here is Smith. Kicks it to Stoudemire. Lock at 6. Wide open look. And right on target. Good. And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11 wingspan for this kid. He's shown promise offensively as well.
Very smooth with that jump shot. He can finish big time when he gets to the rim. Still young and paying his dues, but you got to love his upside. A lot of potential.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Felton kicks to Smith. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. That's 29 points for J.R. Smith.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. Feeds to Ibaka. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's one thing to intimidate with your play, and it's another to get in the face of a player's shot you just blocked. Last season, Ibaka took it to that next level and ruffled some feathers by doing just that.
The first one falls. And speaking of Ibaka getting feisty, I remember seeing him get into it. In fact, with Coach Brooks when he was subbed out of a game, there was that flagrant foul against Blake Griffin. He's got a fuse.
Well, he's showing a little bit of a hot-headed streak, Kevin. I like that. A little feistiness. You like that from your big men. You know, you want them to be tough.
Showing emotion.
Exactly.
Passion.
As long as you control the emotion.
Well said. Ibaka hits both of them.
Complete domination. What a game for Ibaka. He has 17 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
Yeah, and I think that's been important because it's established a nice defensive presence for his team. Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Felton against Westbrook. To the left wing, Cephalosha. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Knicks trail by 9. Outside, Felton. Dishes to Stoudemire. Felton kicks to Smith. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backboard. Usually that's a great way to take control of the game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Kenyon Martin, he's checked in for Stoudemire. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Martin. Four on the clock. Here's Anthony. That's good. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The Thunder leading by 7. Westbrook with it. Now Felton defending. Westbrook kicks to Durant. He feeds it to Ibaka. Perkins. That's good.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
It's stolen by Smith. And a fast break now for New York. Anthony, the pass to Smith. Felton dishes to Chandler. They get a hand on it. Back to Felton. Another shot. Out to Smith. Banked in off the glass. Smith's got 33.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for New York. Oklahoma City leading by 7. And Westbrook, here we go. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Here's Westbrook. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Outside Westbrook. Pulls it from the elbow. Offensive rebound. Perkins with the bucket. Perkins got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Felton off the pick from Anthony. Passes it to Chandler. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line for your Knicks, Carmelo Anthony. At the line for 1.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And here are the Knicks now. Felton kicks to Smith. To the inside, Anthony. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Outside Westbrook. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 14 points now in the second half.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense, and that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the arm.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He was reviewing exactly what he wanted their approach to be against Smith. He's given them nothing but problems, and Coach was all over his guys, imploring them to up the aggressiveness and attack him defensively. He also talked about their perimeter defense. He does not want to see anyone getting easy outside opportunities. He wants their defense to blanket those outside shooters. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Ibaka, the pass to Durant. Taken away by Anthony. And now the Knicks on the break. Shumpert's running. Here's Chandler. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Good game for Chandler. He has 12 points and 2 rejections. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
Yeah, he's pretty much controlled the area around the rim, dominating this game defensively.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
And if he hits all those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but they are still within 1 possession.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and he gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 17 points here in the second half.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Outside, Felton. 1:12 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Chandler, and stolen by Perkins. Cephalosha dishes to Ibaka. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And stolen by Perkins. Durant, the pass to Cephalosha. He kicks to Perkins. 32 seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. And now it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beat down the entire way.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 8. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ashim Thabit, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Lamb, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, during that second half, we heard Coach calling for you to personally take over, saying, quote, it's KD time. How does that change your approach?
Well, I know I got to be aggressive, no matter if I'm making shots or missing them. I was trying to find my teammates and, be a decoy out there. So guys are making shots for us, and, we played great defense at the end.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Russell Westbrook.